Hey, this is JB here. I thought I would do a video after this really successful webinar we did today. It's Tuesday, about 7:15 on December 12th. A lot of people very interested and very excited to get started with the amazing system that Drummond has created. Now, this is in NinjaTrader 7. We don't have the Axe GPS in 7. We created it in NinjaTrader 8. And Drummond himself created this, what you're looking at, which is called the Holy Grail. There's a reduced number of geometry points, but it's created in NinjaTrader 7. So what I want you to do, if you would, is look at this. This is from today. Keep in mind that we're going to be looking at the market at 11:29. Okay, so keep that in mind. We're going to be looking at look at the middle chart here, 11:29 here at the bottom. Is it 11:29? Actually, no. Look at the right chart at about 11:11. Okay, a.m. Eastern. And what we're going to do is we're going to come back to this chart, but I want to go and show you in NinjaTrader 8 what the Axe GPS numbers are saying about this left chart here. See how this arrow is pointing up to 55.5? That's what we call the center. And the center is drawn here on the middle chart. The trade chart to the right is picking up the center from the left chart at 55.5. And we're noticing that we're building a wall down here, you know, with the Holy Grail. There's a beautiful wall coming in down here. You know your risk. You can see these green things. They're struggling to push price lower. You see how we close here. Then we're into the green. The green's trying to push down, but close is not pushing down, is it? Well, what if we had some GPS numbers that showed weakening numbers? In other words, getting smaller, right? What if we knew on this left chart that at 55.5, this refresh, this airbag, is strong and it's pushing up? If we knew all that information, when we pull back into 55.5 and we're seeing the trade chart picking it up, you know, on the left chart, we're dealing with, you know, this wall here, the lower axe, then this is a very specific area for a trend trader, you know, to get out of any bearish stuff and look at going the other way. Let's have a look at it in NinjaTrader 8. Okay, so remember, we don't have everything in NinjaTrader 8. We will probably in the next few weeks here. Notice on the left chart in NinjaTrader 8, this is our software that we currently have. See this red up arrow that I'm pointing to in this 55.5 area? Well, see the 108? When it's over 100%, that means this refresh area is pushing up. Now, the refresh area that we're used to is this big, thick area. Now, what we're looking at on the left chart on this NinjaTrader 8 Holy Grail is we're looking at the center. And remember, the center, let me get rid of that. The center is right here at 55.5. And this is the airbag. Okay, this is a very significant contribution and change to the simplification and precision of the refresh. You know, we don't have this huge area right here. Okay, we don't have this huge area anymore. It's been reduced, but what we do have is the GPS saying 108%. That means that here in this green area has 108% of energy to push up. That's very, very strong. Okay, let's keep that in mind as we continue here. So now we're going to talk about this middle chart here. Remember, it's 55.5 still that we're looking at here on this chart to the right here. It's actually the middle one. Okay, this is the 10,000 tick. We're coming down. Notice how we're coming down into the wall here. Okay, so this is the lower axe. This is also the white line. That's at 55.5. That's the center from the higher chart that we just discussed. But what I want to talk about now is what kind of energy is pushing down into these red dots, into this lower energy band, right? When we look at this chart on the left, this is what we've got, the Axe GPS in the NinjaTrader 8. Well, we got 124% pushing down, but that doesn't start till way up here, okay? And when we're down here, we've got a red zero at the top. So that red 0 means the lower energy band down here is going to be holding as support. So that's very, very significant. And this airbag here on this chart, this big green guy here, is said to have 124% to push down. But if it's going to be pushing down, it's going to have to break the lower energy band, which is said to have a red 0. Remember? Over here, this is a red 0 that we know on this close right here. So when we close right here, we've got a red 0 for the next bar, meaning the lower energy band is going to hold. So one of two things is going to happen. Either the lower energy band is going to hold, or this strong airbag is going to push down through the center. And that takes us into looking at this left chart here. Check it out. This is the trade chart. It's pushing down into that 55.5. The airbags can't push down. We're holding a wall down here into the center from the higher chart. The lower energy band on the middle chart is holding. And look at what the trade chart is doing with the GPS. We got exhaust arrows pointing up. Very significant to know that 1 bar in advance. We're coming down, and look at what's taking place. The GPS is getting weaker. 159, 99. On this bar right here, let me see, this bar right here, for the next bar we've got 41%. That's not going to break the solid white midline. That's not going to break the middle chart's lower energy band that's drawn here in green. Okay. If you're somebody that's been with our software right now, all this makes sense. Essentially what it means is the Holy Grail with the Axe GPS is the Holy Grail when it all gets combined into NinjaTrader 8 in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Thank you for your interest in the webinar today, and just welcome aboard everybody, and Merry Christmas.